Hey, this is the C&D channel. I'm Chris. This is also Chris, and this is and this is Dave, and this is MMA for you. There's too many guys here today, man. Okay, and we are gonna do our predictions for UFC on Fox 4, which is gonna happen this Saturday on August 4th. Guys, what do you think of the card, man? Even though the main event has something to be desired, what do you guys think of the card?
You want to go first, Dave?
Well, this card's pretty cool, and before the card, I was very honored to see my buddy over here. This is pretty cool. We got 3 people in the show today. We gotta get more excitement and more disagreement. We gotta get more fight and more punch twist. No, just kidding. But
I do too. I practice jiu-jitsu.
We all do here. But anyway, I think this card is a little bit more exciting compared to most card you're seeing on Fox. So let's check it out. What do you think?
My personal opinion, I'm gonna be honest. The last few UFCs were so impressive and the cards were so stacked that this one, it's kind of hard to follow up. But nonetheless, Shogun, one of my favorite fighters, is fighting, and then the Dragon is fighting also. And so, I'm excited about seeing those two.
I don't know if UFC 149 was that stacked, but
the 148.
148, yeah, okay, with Anderson versus Sonnen.
Truly agree.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Let's do it, man. Okay, Mauricio Shogun Hua fights Brandon the Truth Vera.
Who wanna go first? What you got?
Why don't you go first?
Okay, man. Me?
You go first. Okay.
You and then Dave and then myself.
Yeah, man. Okay, come on. This fight's a mismatch, man. I'm sorry to say. Brandon Vera, he keeps saying, the old Vera's gonna come back. The old Vera's gonna come back. I got my golden ticket here. He's been giving us so much lip service over the years, and I used to be a huge fan of this guy. But because of that lip service, I stopped being a fan of the guy. And he's a Filipino like me, man.
I didn't know that.
Oh, he's like Greek Filipino or something like that. I gotta go with Shogun here. More aggressive with the Muay Thai. His ground game is really slick, especially with his leg locks. His chin is solid. I mean, this guy had a fight of the year with Dangerous Dan Henderson in his last fight. I think he's just gonna use his aggression, and he's gonna push forward, and he's gonna connect with some of his strikes on Vera, who's shown timidity in his last couple fights. What do you guys think?
Well, I agree with you. Shogun is always very aggressive. Never discount his, stand out, his BJJ, his black belt. So you don't wanna go the ground with him, nor you wanna stand out with him. Then what do you got? Muay Thai, strong chance, strong kick. Not afraid to use a kick, which is very impressive.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't care about what people will say, who Shogun is. I think this is Shogun can easily be, Vera. What do you think?
Yeah.
I also have Shogun. He's probably one of my top 3 favorite fighters. And then, Brandon Vera hasn't really done anything in recent memory that would make me,
he almost got armbarred by Elliot Marshall in his last fight.
Yeah, and that just plays into my decision to go with Shogun. And I think this is a pretty easy fight to pick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I hate to say it. The problem with Vera, he doesn't pull the trigger. He has a tendency to coast, and quite honestly, I think he has mental issues. There's
mental issues.
In the cage, I just kind of think that mentally something's gone. He doesn't have the killer instinct. He tends to sit back a little more. He's well-rounded. At his best, it'd be very competitive with Shogun, but he's not at his best anymore. We haven't seen his best for 5 years, or I don't know, ever since he was like beating up Frank Mir, and that was many years ago. I don't think he has it anymore. I'm sorry to say.
Agree.
You don't need to apologize.
Okay. Next right after that, we have Lyoto the Dragon Machida fighting Ryan Darth Bader.
Well, Machida all the way, man. What do we need to say is Machida. I don't think Darth Vader can figure out Machida puzzle yet. What do you think?
Nah, man. I don't think he can. Bader, he has a strong overhand right and good wrestling, but quite honestly, Machida's movement, his takedown defense, and his counter striking should allow him to get the win. He's fought stronger guys guys that are quite honestly better than Bader, like Rashad Evans, and he just took him to the woodshed.
I mean, I want to emphasize that Machida, his good timing, he's very consistent, and then again, he and Ron is perfect. I mean, I just don't think Ryan Bader has what it takes to be Machida.
What do you think, man?
I'm gonna agree with the two of you on this one. Once again, Dragon is up there in my top 5 favorite fighters.
Mm-hmm.
I think this fight's gonna be a lot closer than Shogun and Vera, but I think it's definitely gonna be a battle. But ultimately, I think the Dragon's gonna take it, and I'm gonna be surprised to see how he finishes them, because he's got so many different finishing moves, and it's gonna be interesting to see which one he goes to take down the victory.
Funny that you should bring that up, because there are, in a way, two Machidas. There's kind of like the boring Machida, and then there's a guy who just killed Thiago Silva, Randy Couture, and Rashad Evans.
Yeah.
He's getting better at being the guy that is knocking guys out. But you saw in like the Rampage fight, for example, he kind of was a little more clinch against the cage, a little more grinding, not really, except in the third round. But otherwise, it's interesting to see, because there's a chance we could see that Machida that's gonna ride out to decision, or we can see the Machida that knocks that finishes Bader. It's very interesting.
I want to shoot my prediction with this one. I think Machida might not be able to finish Bader. I think he might go to decision. Yeah, but again, Bader is pretty strong himself. I mean, I think Machida will be a little bit more careful and go for decision rather than try to knock him down. But of course, if Bader has any opportunity open, I think Machida will take it.
Yep, cool. Okay, next fight after that, because the Travis Brown versus Ben Rothwell fight was scratched, they moved up this DaMarques Darkness Johnson versus Mike Quick Swick fight.
And what you got?
I got Mike Quick Swick, yes, despite the fact that the last time he fought was February 2012, coming off a loss to Paulo Thiago. He does have, when he's at his best, fast hands, a good guillotine, trains at AKA, shows good takedown defense. I got Swick, man.
Well, again, I'm not questioning your pick. I see
You
why.
can question it, man.
Well, me and the other Chris will, say your pick is wrong anyway. But anyway, the fact is, to me, I feel he has been time off for too long. I think, Johnson can take this one despite his record, but don't forget, Johnson, he got the power of KO. He is good with submission. I mean, he's 30 years old. It's not bad. I think he has the opportunity to, make this fight worthwhile.
What do you think, man?
Yeah, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you on this one. I'm going to go with DaMarques Johnson myself. It's nothing personal. It's just,
No, it's personal, man.
Okay. I just don't like it. No. You know what? This one's up in the air. And did you say he hasn't fought since February?
February.
That's like 4 months ago. It's
February 2010.
2010. Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
So yeah, I mean, your pick definitely is coming with some ring rust, and I hope that plays into DaMarques Johnson's his strengths.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you, and we'll find out this weekend.
Yeah, man. One thing that's interesting about DaMarques Johnson is that all of his fights in the UFC go to a finish, and they're usually some sort of spectacular finish, whether it's him losing or him winning. I think this fight definitely has the ingredients to still have a finish in there. I don't know who's going to get it. Well, actually, I think Swick's going to get it compared to what these guys say. But maybe Johnson will get it. I don't know.
We will see.
We'll see.
Next fight.
Okay, we got J-Law Lauzon versus Jamie C4 Varner.
Well, my pick on this one is Jimmy. And
Oh, you got C4, huh?
well, again, you look at his record: 7 KO, TKO, 11 submission. I mean, the guy's 27 years old, 20 AMA. He's in 3-5 winning streak. You know, I like the guy to begin with. I just feel like he is very very well rounded. I think he has a chance to be Euro.
Yeah, man. One thing that happened was Varner had that upset victory over Edson Barboza when no one thought like that Varner would win. No less by strikes against a Muay Thai guy. So, but unfortunately, I got Joe Lauzon winning this one, man. His creative submission game, he's really strong in the first round, man. This guy in the first round is awesome. I am worried in the later rounds, though. But look at this, 21-7 record, 4 wins by KO or TKO, 17 by sub, man. This guy is a finisher. Like I said, his first rounds are great, and he's a really creative fighter.
I mean, I agree with you, but don't forget, Jimmy has a good wrestling, and that he is good boxing as well. I mean, I hope he's smart enough to keep this on the, stand out and then use his wrestling if he needs it.
What do you think, man?
So I'm gonna be disagreeing with David over here.
Oh!
I'm going with Joe Lauzon on this for all the reasons that Chris had mentioned previously, and it'll be a good fight. But like I said, like Chris said, he's much more creative. He's got a lot more weapons and different ways of beating you. And I think that he's gonna pull something out of the bag and pull out the win. So.
Cool, man. Cool. Okay, now we go on to the prelims. Okay, we got the Asian brother who can't get no love, Nam Fan versus Cole Miller.
Cole Miller is such a good fighter. I mean, I like him. I want to pick him, but I have to pick Nam Fan just for the sake of Asian brother don't get love, man. Somebody gotta support him, right?
Not me, man. Not me. I'm sorry, man. Cole Miller, Nam Fan, I like him. Good body punches, journeyman. That's his problem. Cole Miller, though, actually isn't exactly that much of a step up, to be honest. He's kind of trading a lot of wins and losses. Really streaky, he does well and then he loses. Wins, loses, even right now he's trading wins and losses. But his height, 13 of his 18 wins are by submission. He has really long limbs. Decent stand-up. I mean, he did knock down Ross, the real deal, Pearson. I got to go with Cole Miller to win this one. What do you think, man?
All right, this one is a heart and head pick for me. Obviously, I'm Vietnamese, so obviously, my heart is telling me to go with Nam Fan. He's the hometown boy. But this is a prediction show, and so if I had to make a prediction, I'm gonna go with Cole Miller. But let me tell you, I like Nam Fan's chances, and I personally want him to win. But I think Cole Miller's got this one.
No, Nam Fan, I got you. Don't worry.
Hey, actually, if you want to meet him, I might be able to set something up.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Next, right after that, we have Mr. Wonderful Phil Davis versus debuting Wagner Prado.
Oh man, Phil Davis, this guy is a beast, man.
What's this guy doing on the prelims, man?
I don't know, man. It's strong.
That's a slap in the face.
It's ridiculous, dude. This guy is not a prelim card. He is the main card.
Dude, in the last UFC on Fox, he main evented against Rashad Evans. Like, what's going on here?
I don't know. Some hate here. Who knows what's going on? It's really creative on the ground game. I mean, it's good transition, improved stand out, and the guy just solid. I think this is an easy pick.
Yeah, man, I gotta go with Mr. Wonderful Phil Davis here. One thing about Prado also, he's mainly a stand-up guy. 7 out of his 8 wins are by KO or TKO, 1 decision. He is a finisher for sure, but he's up against NCAA Division I. He has all those wrestling accolades. Phil Davis should be able to take this to the ground, keep it there, maybe even get the submission.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. You know, I'm pretty sure Chris over here will agree with
What do you
us,
think?
right?
What do you got?
You guys are wondering what I think, huh?
Yeah, what do you got,
I
man?
think we're all on the same page on this one, boys.
Oh.
I like that. I like that.
No, I got Phil Davis. Welcome to the UFC. Wagner Prado, is that his name?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough fight. You know.
Yeah, top
for,
10 guy.
for your first fight. You know, it's
Oh,
kind of
sure.
like Bigfoot coming in and meeting him with. Well,
At least
it's not
Bigfoot-
quite that
Yeah.
that bad, but
At least Bigfoot was a top 10 guy or close to it,
and,
you know.
they wouldn't put them on the undercard either. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think this is the first one we're all in total, or not the first one, but we're all in agreement on this one. So.
Absolutely.
Okay, next fight after that, we got some heavyweights as Ole Thompson fights Phil DeFries.
Well, Phil DeFry again.
Yeah. You gonna have Phil DeFries in your stomach, bro?
That's so not funny.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, look his record. You know, he has a good record. 7 sub, 1 decision. The guy's 26 years old. Really good on BJJ. I mean, again, you know, when I pick up the position, I tend to go with people who has a really good ground game or who has a good combination, good transition. I mean, I think this fight should be easy for Phil. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I got Phil DeFries for the exact same reasons. Trains at Alliance, only 26 years old. Lost a really good fighter in his last fight to, Swedish guy, I forgot, Stipe Miocic. You know, if you're gonna lose to someone, Stipe's really good too. So Ole Thompson, you know, he's a former strongman. Mainly, you know, you know, he's not that great to
I
be
don't care
honest.
about you, strong man, or not. You
He's on my strong. What are you doing? I got Phil
Oh.
DeFries, man.
The bottom line is, you know, you come into the MMA, you gotta be able to, you know, accept any attack in any way. And then, you know, Guangge is very strong. If you really don't know BJJ, then you're coming for suicide.
So you guys are agreeing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it almost sounded like you guys were disagreeing. I agree. I got Phil DeFries,
Yeah.
and
Phil
for
DeFries.
all of the above stated previously mentioned reasons, and yeah, I mean, I think that one's pretty straightforward.
Okay, cool. Next fight after that, we have 2 UFC debuts in the flyweight division, 125 pounds, as John Moraga fights Ulysses Gomez.
So what you got, Chris?
So it's tough, you know. I've only seen these guys. Some of them are like Tachi Palace fights and whatnot. I got Ulysses Gomez, 9-2 record, 7 of those wins by sub, 2 of them by decision. He's on a 2-fight win streak.
Well, I disagree with you. I like Joe better. He has 10 wide record, 1 TKO, 5 submission. You know, 4 fight winning streak. You know, I don't know. I think he might be this one, win this one.
Cool.
For, you know, just personal reason.
Cool.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
I'm gonna also respectfully disagree with you, Chris, and I got John Moraga.
Oh.
Did you mention that this was Ulysses' first fight in the UFC?
Yes.
Yeah, sure
So,
is.
you know,
It's John's too.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's John's also.
Both,
Yeah.
both of them.
Okay, well then I still got John, but for the wrong reasons.
Don't worry. You pick the good fight, man. Pick the good one.
Okay.
Next one.
Next one. Okay, we got John Grisby versus Ronnie Yaya.
Ronnie Yaya.
You have Yaya,
I
huh?
just like the name. What do you want, man?
Nah, well,
the BJJ black belt, okay, really strong grappling. You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, submission wise, this guy got 14 submission. I mean, it's
yeah.
definitely a submission specialist.
Cool. Who do you got, Chris?
I got Mr. Josh Grisby on this one.
You got the fluke. Okay.
Who did you get?
I got the fluke too, Josh Grisby,
Well,
man.
it looks like you're the odd man out this time, I did.
Oh, yeah. Let's get away from this guy, man. So,
He's got cooties.
yeah.
Oh man. But you know, we will see when Yaya win there. I shut you guys out, man.
One thing that does concern me.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that does concern me about Josh Grisby,
You gotta
though.
understand mental issue. This guy, man.
Yeah, he does. You know, I remember against George Root, for example, his corner at the time. Come on, man, don't be out of the fight, you know, because he's getting beat up pretty bad by Roop. Grisby actually has some decent stand-up. His ground game's actually his strength, so that does concern me against Yaya. But I think he'll have the better stand-up, and that's why I got Josh Grisby.
Yeah, I just
Who do you
think.
got?
I got Crispy too.
Oh,
I think Yaya is, able to really control on one game. I think that would make Josh a little bit frustrated and then vulnerable as well. That's the only reason I pick Yaya. I just feel that when Josh gets frustrated and knowing he can't win, he's gonna give up.
what do you think, man?
Crispy for all the reasons that you had stated, Chris.
Oh, okay, cool,
Alright,
man.
last one.
Okay, we have Manny the Manville Gunbarian versus Michihiro Gawa.
Forget it, man.
Yeah.
Omigawa. We don't even need to talk about it. Is Omigawa gonna win this? Omigawa's my boy, so he's gonna win it.
What do you got, man?
I also have Omigawa. I don't think Asian fighters from Pride and from Japanese MMA, they don't get enough love in the MMA from the refs or for whatever reason, and so I don't think his record necessarily reflects the quality of fighter he is, and I think that he'll get a break in this one, and I think he'll show his true talent, and he should get the win.
I agree with you, man. This guy is just freaking samurai, dude. He does not go down. He will fight until he dies. It doesn't matter. This guy does not have mental issue. But even though the opponent thinks he got an upper hand, I trust me, man. He will fight until his teeth come out.
Interesting fight here. I got Omigawa as well. Both of them are judo guys, actually. Omigawa, though, he doesn't look that great. But Manny Gaviria is also on a 3-fight losing streak right now, too. One thing about Omigawa, he's going to push forward. He actually has some decent boxing, and the guy's resilient. Watch this fight against Yuri Alcantara, and Alcantara really tried to finish this guy, and he just would not be finished. I mean, he's just a really tough guy.
He's a very good opponent.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how many times I played King, and he just made me proud, man.
Yeah. So you got Omigawa too, right?
I also have Omigawa on this one.
Okay, cool. Let's recap, guys. Okay, Shogun versus Vera.
Shogun.
Okay, Ryan Bader, Lyoto Machida.
Lyoto Machida.
The Dragon.
Nice.
Okay, DaMarques the Darkness Johnson versus Mike Quick Swick.
I got Johnson.
I got Swick.
I got DaMarques Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe Lauzon versus Jamie Varner. Joe Lauzon.
Joe Lauzon, for the record.
Nice.
Okay, on to the prelims. Cole Miller fights Nam. Asian brother who can't get no love, fan.
Asian brother can't get love, name fan.
I got Cole Miller.
Unfortunately, I also have Cole Miller.
Phil Davis versus Ragnar Prado.
Phil Davis.
Yep, Mr. Wonderful Phil Davis.
Mr. Wonderful Phil Davis.
Okay, Phil DeFries versus Ole Thompson.
Phil DeFry.
Phil DeFries.
Phil DeFries.
Okay, John Moraga versus Ulysses Gomez.
John Moraga.
Okay, Ulysses Gomez.
John Moraga.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh Grisby versus Ronnie Yaya.
Yeah.
Okay, Grisby, man.
No. Crispy.
And finally, Manny Gambarian versus Michihiro Omigawa.
Omigawa.
Oh my gamma. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Omigawa.
so that's pretty much it for our predictions for UFC on Fox 4. If you have any comments, just leave them below. Any final thoughts, guys? Chris? Final thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be happy to see Shogun and Leo Machida, the Dragon, fighting. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not that excited about this card, but it's okay.
What about you, Dave?
As a free card though, this is actually pretty, UFC actually pretty nice to give a couple big shot for the free card. So, I'm really excited to see the Phil Davis to kick some ass. That's pretty much it.
Cool, man. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for MMA for you. Thank you guys very much.